Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Coldborough Park Farm, where today we're going to sell off the 7430. Bomb. Gone. Because what I want to do is actually want to replace it with... Wow, that 6030 is quite expensive looking at it now. Do I want to replace it with the 6030? I know it's got less horsepower, but it might be a bit more useful. Do I have something else that I could use? How much is that? 111,000 for... Yeah, that's actually better value than the 6030. We'll go for the 60... No, we'll go for the 69 as 155, yeah. With full options, so that'll bring us to 113,400. Buy that, lovely jubbly. So we got a lovely brand new John Deere 6030 over here. John Deere 6930 to be exact. Now, this is the kind of vehicle I'm used to seeing. This kind of machine, the 6030s are pretty much everywhere. And the next thing on the agenda is going to be actually attaching this to that trailer and taking the straps off, because I need to load the trailer up. In fact, I'm going to pull the trailer into a slightly better position for this. So that'll do like that. I don't have my joystick set up today, so I'm going to be doing this mouse-wise because we need to buy some pig food. We'll buy 6 bags of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lovely. Instead of using auto load, which I could do, we're going to load it up manually using our little skid steer that we keep at the shop. Away we go. Now I am tempted to buy a bucket for this, so when we do get snow, and we will get snow, I'll make sure of that. When we get snow, I can clear out the yard here. Because I will need to clear out the yard, because it looks a bit dumb with snow everywhere. And I've left auto-loading on. Well, if I'm going to leave auto-loading on, I might as well just do it properly. You can come over here out of the way. Okay, you go over there. I've got auto loading on. Might as well load this up easily and properly and nicely. Three, 4, 5, 6. Beautiful. So it's now turned off. We need to bring the deer up to Yatten Ridge. The T7 is still ploughing, by the way. It is doing quite a good job with the plough. The reason we got the 6030 is pretty much because this is the kind of tractor I'm used to seeing. There's no real rhyme or reason behind it. There's no overarching reason. It's just that I like the 6030. It's a reasonably good mod. My head tracking seems to like kicking itself off to a weird direction. Yeah, this is pretty much the same as the 7430 that he had. Just a little less, well, a lot less power, in fact. But it's going to be able to do pretty much the same jobs, hopefully. I didn't try this out yet. I have had it on a slurry spreader, which is something that I will need to buy probably sooner rather than later. I have done a couple of more contracting missions. Field 1 still needs to be done for contracting, so we can do that possibly Friday. But what we do need to do today is get the pigs fed with all of this delicious pig food and not hit the phone box. Wow, that was close. That was Dave doing a dumb again. So you can see the weather forecast is 19 degrees, which is quite a warm autumn day. Soil temperature 14 degrees. It's kind of looking like the first day of spring we won't be able to see, because it looks like there's some wintry showers and -2 at night, which could freeze the ground and kill the crops. Which is a mild concern. But that's going to be a problem I'll deal with later. Day 2 of winter looks to be the best day for snow here. And I need to take... Yeah, that's something I didn't think of. I need to take the cube map off the windscreen, because that's a bit much. I think they've put the wrong cube map on the windscreen, or they've just got it a bit too powerful. Easily fixed, however. Not a big deal. You can see we've got the styre down here already. So we are going to unload these right there like that. John Deere can go off. And the styre can get turned on, and hopefully this thing can carry the pig food for the few meters I'll need it to. We will need to get the deer down to Chantry Farm to get some water, but that shouldn't be a big deal. Is this the food trough? No, that's the water trough. So how much of the 1,000 litres are these pigs going to actually take? All of it. Okay. Well, that's somewhat convenient, I guess. How much of this 1,000 litres? I'm actually gonna real quick just toggle. Light in HUD mode, there we go. Turn off the HUD. Turn off glance. So I want to take a screenshot of feeding the pigs. So I'm just gonna get lined up here real quick. This might need to be a really quick job, and there we go. They've taken the next 1,000 litres in its entirety. How full are the pigs for foodies? Nowhere near full. Okay. If I had known the pigs would take this much food, I would have bought more than 6 pallets. You can see something called CCM in there. That's going to be something I'll be feeding the pigs with in time. But right now my priority is going to be just getting these troughs as full as I can get them. Because the pigs, I want them to be able to produce. What's their reproductivity at? Nothing at the moment, because it's autumn and this is their lowest period. In fact, I don't think they I think these guys reproduce in the summer, which means I have in fact bought them at a really good time. That's not me being sarcastic, that is genuine, because it means we'll have a solid number of pigs going through spring, and when summer comes around we can worry about getting crops in to... Well, we can worry about getting crops in to feed the pigs between now and summer. I have left my Steam overlay on like an idiot. I was teasing Chris about that last night during his stream, and I decided to leave it on myself today. For those of you who didn't watch Chris's stream on, what was it, Monday night? I started playing random games that didn't really show up too well on stream, but they were all called subscribe to RainbowDave. Because Dave knows how to rename games in Steam. And Dave started playing Subscribe to RainbowDave repeatedly. At Landy's request. I will blame Landykid for that because it was his idea. I'm gonna land him in it too. It was Landy's idea. Blame him. I just acted upon it by renaming the... holy crap, they've taken all the food. How full are they? Do you know what? That's quite good if they're like mostly full. And we can grab some water. I know we don't have any straw, but we can grab some water. I'll bring this down to Chantry as I'm going, because Chantry is going to be the first place that I'll really be picking up bales anyway. In fact, I'll be picking up bales, well, the day after tomorrow I'll be picking up bales from Chantry. And, okay, let me have a look at what crops I actually need to grow. Let me think. So I need to grow... I probably should write this down somewhere. If I can move that cup to somewhere convenient. So I need to grow... corn... wheat or barley. Canola, sunflowers, soybeans, and potatoes, beets. Okay, the last one is going to be the most difficult of them to get. Do I have something that can get me potatoes or sugar beets relatively cheaply? If I rent a potato seeder for field... I forgot... I don't currently own field 5. That's going to magically change in between this and the next video. Gonna put that out there right now. I'm gonna cheat field 5 in because... there is a reason behind it, it's not just because I want to cheat field 5 in. It's because in Coldborough Park Farm V2, you actually start off with field 5. And in Coldborough Park Farm V1, you did not. So I'm going to edit the save game just to give me field 5 so that I am playing on what would be a legit V2. So that's going to be all I edit. I think I've nuked the loan down to 0, which, yes, is cheating, but it's kind of a necessary evil. Let's get this over to the yard. I'm trying to think of what else I can do right now. How is our T7 doing? It is continuing, which is nice. There's a beeping in this sound file for the... yeah, the 6030 has a beeping in sound file, which is kind of annoying. So this trailer can go in to that shed there. Like it is so. And we can grab the water trailer, and it looks like there's a traffic jam with the sheep. Yeah, I'm gonna just refill the trailer so that it is nice and full and we get a full load of tip the Kramer, but that's fine, the Kramer will tip itself back over. I'm just gonna drive through hedges because, hey look, I can still do this because this isn't the combine header or bales. I'm gonna fill this up just because it's easier to fill up the Juskin or Juskin or however you're gonna pronounce it. Bring that over to the pigs, and then we'll figure out what to do after that. Because I'll have to call an audible. Rip. And dip her into the water, like that. That'll do. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but there's a frog sound file playing here. Whoops. There's a frog in this area, and it's kind of annoying if you're like coming over and back to get a lot of water at once. Now, one thing I will need to do coming into the winter is I will need to reseed fields 22, 23 again. But because we got the big seeder, the big Vaderstadt, it shouldn't be that much of an issue. I just need to see where I am on the map. Okay. Because we're using the big Vaderstadt, it shouldn't be that big a deal as we get the deer airborne. Magnificent! So it's off over to Yatton Ridge again we go. I'm just trying to think of what else I can do. What else needs to be done? I could, and probably will, actually clean out the sheep as well. Downside of autumn, winter time is there's not a whole lot to, I've just realised I'm going to need to buy more pig food. Because the animals take more food in the winter. I'm going to need to basically bankrupt myself on pig food. Because if they took that much in one go now, and it's the autumn, that's a reasonably high period. And during the winter, 6 days worth of food can last as little as 1 day. So that's an issue. That's an issue I'm gonna have to deal with. But it's what I'll deal with. So let's see, 7,300 litres. That should be enough water for the pigs. We've only got, what, 7 of them? Which the fact that they've taken that much food in one go already is kind of worrying. Upside is, there is an upside, because there's always an upside, and I always find the upside. The upside is that we will now be getting slurry production from the pigs. I think. They do produce slurry, yes? They do, hooray! Magnifico. So the pigs will be producing slurry, which means that we will be... Wow, that took almost no water whatsoever. I'm gonna leave this trailer down here. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the trailer down here just because I have a sneaking suspicion the pigs are gonna be a lot thirstier than they say. Just gonna leave that trailer there. What did I want to grab down here? Did I want to grab something down here? Yes. No, in fact I don't, because I want to go up to Chantry again. Actually, you know, I'm just going to cheat a bit here. Just because it's a drive that I've taken a couple of times already in this episode. Let's reset the 6030. And hop into the 6030 because conveniently it's down at Chantry now. What I'm going to do then is get stuck in a tree. I am having a good day. Does this thing have 4-wheel drive? It does. What I'm going to do is, yeah, I'm going to buy a buttload of pig food. I'm going to basically run through the 13 grand and buy nothing but pig food. And I'll get that down to Yatton Ridge, and hopefully that'll be enough to see us through the winter. If not, I will have to start selling equipment because I don't want to be cheating in more money. I've cheated in enough, I think. What I will do right now is attach that, turn that off. Because we're down here already, let's grab the Kramer. So this is unintentional. Well, partially intentional planning. We'll clean out the sheepies. There's not much cleaning to do, but we'll clean them out. And what I will do is I was intending on keeping the silage that we'll be making in a couple of days. I've now decided it's all going to get sold off because honestly, money is going to be tight. So let's just buy as many of these as we can. Just going to spam the enter button because I need to get as many as will fit as we can afford. Okay, that's all the money we have. Please don't tell me there is a pig food big bag. 5,000 litres. Nuts. Well, now I know. Because I can't sell the big bags. But why does that have the thingy? Oh, it's for the rails. But what I'm going to do now is get this thing back over to the shop, pick up the bags of pig food, bring them up to Yetton Ridge, and just leave them there. I will need to get a front loader bucket up to Yetton Ridge in the near future as well. But right now, the priority is just get the food up there in the first place. And the reason I'll need a bucket is to clean out the pigs, by the way. I'm not just going insane. But, yeah, this is kind of going horribly awry, like straight away. The pigs is a good idea, because that's going to be free fertilizer, which means our fertilizer costs are going to go through the floor soon. Once we start getting a decent amount of pigs, I will kind of start picking more up as we go along. But right now we've got issues. Because we're going to have to set 1, 2, 3, 4 fields aside just for the pigs. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fields. When did we get field 33? Apparently we got a field I don't remember buying. That's actually convenient because we can use that for silage as well. Work position, please. And it's 9 pallets. We may just be good here. We may just be good, you know. Hopefully. So it's off to Yetton Ridge once again. I know this episode has mainly been shuttling stuff to Yetton Ridge, but unfortunately that's the way these things go. Is sometimes you just have to shuttle things for 20 minutes, 25 minutes. And the bright side is our pigs are now running at near full production. The only thing they won't be producing is manure, which that won't be possible until we get some straw bales in. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring probably like 2 loads of straw bales up to Yetton Ridge, 2 to 3 over to Chantry, and then sell probably all the rest. Because then we'll have a bunch of straw bales at Yetton Ridge for the pigs, a bunch of Chantry for the cows. We might take 2 or 3 loads of... I'll probably take the spring silage for the cows as well. And then do some hay in the summer for the cows. Because I am trying and planning on getting... Hopefully... Hopefully... Because I will be changing maps relatively soon. Pretty much when Sandy Bay comes out, I'm going to be swapping things around. I apologize, I had a sneezy. Once Sandy Bay comes out, I'm going to be swapping things around because I want to play Sandy Bay. I didn't do that in 15. I regret it so much. And I think it'd be kind of an injustice to miss it 2 games in a row. So I'll be playing on Sandy Bay, and a second map that is at present a secret. So I'm gonna do, because I'm gonna be smart about this, BBB, and I'm going to actually unload these into a shed. Then kind of restack them with the star. Because I don't see the point of taking up... Okay, Okay, so that should be good. I don't see the point of taking up that much space with the pallets. So if I stack them on top of each other, and say too high, and more importantly, move them to the end of the shed, like, because that is, you know, that's just a waste of space right there. I'm wasting this gap over here, which could be, you know, another pallet of pig food. And whoop. I know this is largely pointless. There is no real need for me to do this, because this pig food will all go anyway. But it is just a case of I'll be getting a lot more in the near future. I might as well just make the pig food that I've... might as well make the pig food that I've got just go that extra little mile and take up less space. Especially seeing as there's quite a lot of it. Plus the star can actually handle this, which is always a nice little bonus. It's a minor miracle when the star can actually lift something that's full, as opposed to, you know, the seed bags, which it just doesn't like whatsoever. So let's stack this up. It looks like we will have one standing on its own, which is fine. But we will, because there's an odd number. Well, there is an odd number now, there won't be when I'm done. Because the final pallet is going to go straight into the pigs. You see, that looks nice and neat now. So what I'll grab... That was the pre-grab shuffle that you should always do when you're grabbing pig food. Grab this one. And just load it up here. There we go, all nice and neat. And we'll just grab the final pallet. Like, come on. That'll do. Like that. Bring it over to the piggies and give them some food. And that'll be them. All nicely fed. So there now, they should be roughly 100%. As close as makes no real difference to 100%. They haven't produced anything. We do own only 7 of them. But that is going to be it for today. I will be back next time when we'll be doing some field work. We will be doing some field work because the T7 should be coming close to being finished with field. No, it's not. Is the T7 still working, or has it run into things? The T7 is trying to work, but it's about to slam into the tree. Let's watch as the T7 hits the tree. Magnificent. No, stop. Because I need to get you around the tree. Then backed up to the tree again, and drive the course. That'll do, I guess. You leaving a gap. You are leaving a gap. Why are you leaving a gap? You shouldn't be leaving a gap, sir. You should be like driving along there. You're just gonna insist on leaving a gap, aren't you? Yep, that's that. Fine, fine. I'll deal with that later. But I'll leave you by saying I've been RainbowDave. You've been watching Farming Simulator 17 on Coldborough Park Farm. Until next time, stay safe and goodbye.